It's been 3 years, 3 long years, where I haven't seen my buddy, this guy here. Mr. Wonderful!
Great to be back.
How are you?
Very good.
And we have yet another guest with us. This way,
What's up, guys? Good to be
Danny
back.
from Happy Jewelers.
Stop the madness, Danny.
So today's going to be really, really special. Danny has brought some amazing watches, incredible watches, and we're all going to have like a feast looking at them.
But
And,
before we feast, a toast
Yes.
to O'Leary Fine Wines. You have the Cabernet Sauvignon. I've won 5 awards. The Chardonnay's won 4. Cheers, gentlemen.
What's it called? What's it called?
This is O'Leary Fine Wines, and you can get it at qvc.com. And this is my Chardonnay nectar from the nipple of Aphrodite.
Can you say that?
Yes, you can.
Mr. Wonderful just did.
Well, cheers, gents.
Cheers. Have a sip.
To watches.
To watches and wine.
I think we're gonna create a new slogan with that. No men's watches and whiskey.
Actually,
I'm making sure that you did actually drink some.
I did. There's my lip marks. This is actually quite delicious.
Thank you very much.
Quite delicious.
Yeah.
Watches and wine. I don't think we've ever done
Inspired by
watches and
great
wine.
watch styles.
I love it.
There you go.
Well, I hope I can impress you guys. I brought
Right,
some
so
good
Danny, what are we
stuff.
talking about here?
All right, so first up, I'm gonna pull out one of the big boys over here.
Look at the size of this box.
This
I mean,
is-
dun 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 dun
That's
dun dun.
ridiculous.
This is old school.
This is old school.
Are you
this is,
kidding? You need a truck to pull us up to your house.
This
Oh
is
my
the,
word! Look at this box.
Yeah,
I mean, the box itself is a collecting piece.
the box itself is probably worth 20 grand.
The box is worth 20 grand.
I mean,
Many trees died to make this
Yes,
box. In
that's
fact,
right.
there's
That's true.
protesters downstairs right now. Stop the senseless slaughter.
this is a 25th year anniversary Royal Oak Tourbillon.
The
1
platinum.
of 10. Yes.
For the Middle East.
Yep, for the Middle East.
That's gorgeous.
Now, right away, Michael, where is the crown? What is going on with this?
That's what you
Where
think.
is the crown? How do you wind this watch? How do you change the time? You
Turn it
don't,
around.
right?
No, turn the watch around. You'll see something. really
Question
special
of
in
the
back.
day.
There it is on the back. That's sick. Considered an open work, right?
It's not considered an open work. So they produced this before the open work and the skeleton, all
It's
those
so
terms.
weird that there's no
Yeah.
crown.
But it's such a cool piece. It sits at a 40
Now,
millimeter case
in
size.
the Middle East, men do not wear gold.
They do not wear gold.
And this was made for the Middle East, so they love platinum. Now, it weighs 150 pounds. Feel
see?
the weight of this thing.
Oh, don't you love a platinum watch?
My goodness. I mean, you need a...
When you spend a lot of money, it's nice to feel it on your wrist.
You definitely
right?
feel it, and you actually need to work out every day so you can wear it.
Yes,
Need
that's
to,
very true.
I
so
mean,
that your
it-
muscles are
they're
even,
like-
right?
Yeah, I actually bought this straight from Kuwait.
Beautiful,
Really?
beautiful
Straight
piece.
from Kuwait. I mean, look at the watch. It's never been worn. They bought
What
it
is
and
this
put it in the
watch
safe.
trade for?
The last one there's only been 2 available for sale. One by me. The last one that sold in auction for $600,000.
And how many did they make?
10.
10. 10 pieces.
It's
What number is this
gorgeous.
one, you know?
It's not numbered.
They're not numbered.
not
Okay.
numbered.
And they all come with this crazy box?
They all come with this crazy box. They come with the key for the box, and look at this. It comes with a magnifier.
Oh, I need that.
Come
I
on.
need that. I need that.
Like, look at that.
Look at that. Wow.
So you
like-
can actually
it's so
appreciate
old.
that.
I don't know
It
if
is.
that will work,
It is.
but that's incredible. Instead of having
Danny,
a
what are you
loop,
going to do with this piece? Find the buyer for it in North America?
You know what's funny, actually? I bought the piece. 2 days later, one of my big clients came in. He bought it. He's like, I want it, I bought it. I said, you can buy it. I said, I'll give it to you. But I said, you can't pick it up until next week because I'm doing a video with Kevin O'Leary.
So
and
it's
Michael
already
producer.
gone?
It's already gone.
All right. How about that?
He's
you were
like-
going to buy it, right?
Well, I mean, I'd love to screw the guy over.
His warning was, you can take it, but I promise you, if Kevin O'Leary, our micro producer, buys it, I'm going to be I said, don't worry.
Should we have a bidding war for
I mean,
it?
you got to honor the trade.
Yeah.
It's, by the way, the back is just as exciting as the front.
Oh, it's
That's
amazing.
insane.
I mean, the craftsmanship, the art that they built the watch for. You know, remember at this time, this was produced like in 1999. Watches weren't going crazy over
This is
retail like
1999.
It's 1999. It's their 25th
How much
anniversary.
equity have they built in the Royal Oak look?
Oh,
Oh, it's amazing.
without the Royal Oak, there's nothing, right?
Yeah, I
It's-
mean, but everything comes from that original DNA.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's so recognizable, and that's Genta, right?
That's Genta.
How much was this watch originally?
If I had to take an educated guess, I would say probably in the 200K range.
And now?
Now they don't make the watch anymore.
But what's it worth today?
Saying 600.
600,000.
600?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll have a sip to that.
I will have a
O'Leary
sip to that, too.
Chardonnay, my goodness.
I'll raise my glass for it.
Okay, Danny, that's a crazy piece.
I guess you got to
It's
take a
very
sip,
crazy-
right? You can't just raise
Can't
your
cheers
glasses.
and not drink.
So
It's bad luck.
that's why we get together for sessions like this to find
Yes.
crazy chicken pieces. That's a crazy chicken.
That's a crazy piece. And I will never see it again, and you probably will never see it
No, I
again.
know. I'm,
It's truly wonderful. I
Yeah.
mean, Mr. Wonderful.
by the way, 40, 50 pounds.
It's
This
very
thing is
heavy.
A beast.
It's a beast. And you could tell the platinum look. because of the color of the metal. Right? On the
gorgeous.
white gold pieces like the Rolex makes and all these other brands, it's almost like
crazy.
a tarnished look.
Love it. All right, that's a big one. That's a big boy watch.
How do you
Right on
follow
the box.
that now, Danny?
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
But I got some
right.
good pieces for you.
I know you do.
You know,
I had a
that
sneak
that
peek in
box
the
should
box.
have wheels on it. It's so big. Like,
Yeah, right. And,
like
and one of
luggage.
those, yeah.
I know, it's gonna almost take over the whole table. But let's move this over.
Wow, gorgeous.
You know,
Like,
people are going to see that watch without the crown and say, "What's the story?" That's
Yeah.
that's the conversation on that.
That's a
topic.
conversation piece.
Yeah.
It
Beautiful.
really is. But the person that's gonna buy that will probably buy it, put it in the safe, wait another 5-10 years, and maybe put it into auction again.
I
Yeah,
think
or
this-
you know, wear it because it's so cool.
That is
I mean,
true.
you
I
know,
think
you're
they
only
should-
alive for so many years on this earth.
But I think you should wear it and carry the box with you. Say, look at the box that it came in.
You should carry the magnifying glass in your pocket. Say, look at the movement.
Take a look at it.
No, I mean, the thing I always say that if you don't wear the watch, it loses its soul.
I'm the same
That's
way.
a good point.
You
That's
gotta,
a
you
good
gotta
point.
wear the watch.
If you're gonna buy it,
Yeah.
wear it, enjoy it. What's the point of it?
Absolutely. What else you got, Danny? Keep them coming. Keep the hits a coming.
I got you.
Ooh, what we got in the box?
Look at this. Now it's a high speed
Yes.
dating. Like
This is gonna be more of your super hot pieces, very modern. I mean, you're gonna have right over here is gonna be the 18K rose gold, fully stickered.
whenever
Right,
I see a
sorry.
piece like that, I say, "Is that factory, Danny? Is that factory,
This is
or is
factory.
that blinged out situation?"
No, this is all factory.
Okay. Everything we're going to see factory.
Everything you're gonna see factory.
Okay, because I mean that.
I wouldn't
is-
offend you guys like that with custom pieces.
So, you know, let me say something about these pieces, these pavé pieces. 10 years ago, guys wouldn't be seen dead with these things. Now, we got LA, we got Miami. You know, we've got cities where you want to be flashy and trashy.
Yeah.
And these are in Las Vegas.
Yes.
F1, everybody wants pavé
Yeah.
for the race.
But you know, for me, when they do factory style, for me it's classy. It looks rich. Like on the wrist.
Listen,
when you
I'm
wear
not
it-
against it, but there was a time when men said, "Oh."
Yes.
You
can't-
have the tiger version of
I
this. with
can't even read the
diameter.
time. I need sunglasses when I wear it. But you know, the whole point is now this is smoking hot.
Yes. Very hot.
And so, in these pieces, I mean, these are classic Rolexes, but in cities now at night, I see guys wearing this stuff left and right.
They're very brave because you got to be very
Well,
careful, right?
you have to have security or you get your arm cut off. I know that. Can't do it in London. There's many cities, New York,
Beverly Hills.
San Francisco. You're executed the minute you walk out with
Yes.
this.
100%. I mean, look, this is a perfect example, right?
Okay, that's a rainbow. I mean, that's the
I
ultimate.
have that watch.
Yes.
I have that watch too.
But when this watch first came out, nobody wanted it. It was going on the 120.
Danny, when I bought this watch, everybody said I was a moron.
Yes.
They said, you'll just throw your money away, you can't wear it, it's ridiculous, and now you can't buy it.
You
now
cannot buy it.
grown men weep in
Yes.
the presence of this watch.
Yes.
There you go.
And all of the guys in basketball and baseball and hockey, they have to have
They
it.
have to have it.
I mean, I have one of these, and every sports guy begs me to sell it to
Yes.
them. I just say I can't because I'll never get another
You'll
one.
never get another one.
I mean, how often do these come to market from factory? They're not that.
I mean, let's say there's maybe, 500 Rolex stores in the world, right?
right.
I would say probably 200 to 250 of those stores get maybe one a year. And that's if the owner wants to sell it. The
Do
owner
they
might keep
still make it? You can
They still make it.
They do.
I
I
don't
didn't even know
talk
that.
about the piece.
it. They don't even talk about the piece, no.
You just get that special phone call one day.
I remember when I got my phone call, they said, "Are you interested?" I said,
Are you?
"Are you crazy?" That is a crazy. This is one of the most coveted watches on earth.
You know what's crazy about this piece? This has the white tag on it. For dealers and big collectors, this white tag for this Rainbow Daytona is probably worth about 20 grand to
What is the
25
white
grand.
tag?
it.
Tell us
Because
about the white tag.
the white tag will reference the dial color because these numbers on the back and the bracelet. So that
So
means
this
like
barcode thing?
yeah, the barcode.
But I
and
have
these
my white
numbers.
tag.
So that's a good thing. That means
Keep
a
it.
dealer will pay you an extra 15 to 20 grand because let's say on these meteorite Daytonas, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes what will happen is people will buy a loose meteorite dial
Yeah.
and they'll pop it into one of their yellow gold
Oh,
Daytonas.
so uncool.
Yes.
And Rolex will know that in 2 seconds when you go in to authenticate it.
Yes,
right?
because it's registered by the serial number.
Yeah,
of
I
it.
mean, what are they doing with that?
That's yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
a
make you.
Frankenstein watch.
It's a Frankenstein watch.
I'm going to
but
make you
so-
both cry. I throw these things away.
Oh!
I keep these guys.
I'll drink to
Oh,
that.
I'm drinking that too.
I
Michael,
do, I
Are you
mean,
kidding me?
No.
20 grand down the toilet.
Well,
You
I
just
had
learned
no.
that
I
now.
had no idea. I mean,
Producer Michael got screwed. I'm going to have a sip for him. Wait, a moment of
I'm gonna-
silence for the money
I'm
he
gonna have a
murdered.
sip for myself. I don't drink. I
A
think
moment of silence for the money he
Cheers.
murdered.
I
Like,
know.
that's- oh my goodness, that's what a shame.
But really, it's like when you're dealing with dealers Even on the OPs, like the special dial OPs, like the Tiffany colors, you ask specifically, hey, does it have the white tag with it?
I had no idea.
I
Did
had
you
no
know that?
idea, no.
This guy knows stuff.
So there is a possibility I may still have it.
You better.
You better start digging. I think Michael tonight is going to be digging through his whole closet.
Wow, that
I
is
have to
a
go to
big...
the bank.
Yeah,
Every
every
Rolex come with a white tag?
Every Rolex will come with the white tag, but now actually authorized dealers, I don't know the reason behind it, is they stopped giving the white tags with it. Yeah, or they'll
You mean
cut
they're
it.
keeping it for
They're keeping it.
themselves?
I don't know what they're doing with it. They're either throwing it away or they're not giving it to the
Now
customer.
you know, when you buy a Rolex, ask for the white tag and say, hey, comprende, why aren't you giving me the white
Exactly.
tag?
And tell them
Make
to
sure you
leave
get
the
it.
stickers on the side, which they don't anymore. They
won't.
take them off.
They won't. This one's fully sticker though.
Well, I know
I
Patek
saw
takes
that.
back the little plastic bag with the barcode
They
on
won't.
it, right?
Yeah, and
Send
they
it
will
back to
not let it.
Geneva.
Yeah, and they won't let it leave sealed either.
Right, I know.
Anymore, they used to.
They
All right,
used to.
what else we got? Already we've learned so much.
Yeah.
Danny, this is insane.
I love it.
I'm going to invoice people for this video.
Next up, we got is a 5990.
Oh, come on.
Rose gold
Patek,
Rolex.
the classic. I mean, this is, stop.
You have a few Pateks in your
Yeah, I
collection.
do. I mean, when you see that, this is Genta as well.
This is Genta as well.
You know,
Yeah.
think about Genta, how much he changed watches.
Yeah. I mean, he rescued two of the biggest companies in the world.
He had his own brand and it failed.
Yeah.
Gerald
See, but-
Genta,
but
right?
When you see this piece from 20 yards away, you know right away it's a Patek.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, it's like,
When you see the bracelet, I mean,
Beautiful piece,
yeah.
right?
yeah, it's fantastic. I mean,
It's stunning.
that is fantastic.
Dual time.
Yeah.
So you can have two time zones with the chronograph movement on the top. And
What's
the weight
this,
Patek,
what's this puppy trading for in the open market now?
275
275. Feel that, Michael.
What's the 5980 trading for?
in the 200 range. So the difference in the 5980 and the 5990 is the 5980 is not a dual time.
Why is it that a 5711 steel is approaching that price?
It's discontinued. They don't make it
That's
anymore.
how sick is that?
It's crazy. I just sold the 5800, which is like the older version of it.
Yeah.
Box paper is fully complete for $110,000. You know that watch like 8-9 years ago, like
You
17,
couldn't give
18,
them away.
$19,000.
You couldn't
But you
give
know,
them
you
away.
can't go wrong with Patek in your
No,
portfolio.
never.
You cannot go wrong with any piece.
No.
I mean, tell me any Patek that you wouldn't buy and hold on to.
None. I mean, look, don't forget.
Well, they
Patek is the
say
number one watch company in the
you're
world.
keeping it to give to the next generation.
Great marketing,
right?
but
Right.
listen, I'm putting all of mine in my coffin. They're coming with me. They're not going to anybody.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Beautiful piece. And by the way, Danny, just make a comment about all this gold. It's back.
Yeah.
Gold is back.
Gold is back. Rose
You know,
gold is back.
Like
and everybody
rose
wants
gold
it.
is back.
Yeah.
You know, yellow gold is back.
So which is more popular, yellow or,
I think yellow
or
key is
rose?
going back, right?
Yellow is coming back very strong. But you know what's funny is with a lot of these companies like Patek and AP, they don't really make too many in yellow gold.
Why is that? Because they know the Middle East won't buy it.
They know the Middle East won't buy it. So
The
Will the
guys over
Middle
there
East-
will not wear gold. The women wear gold, but not the men.
yes.
But the Middle East can't
No,
wear rose
they,
either,
they can't
right?
wear rose either.
They don't
the
wear rose.
color combination, I don't know what it is with the rose gold. They just produce all their watches in rose gold.
So there's not many yellows?
There's
Does
not
that
many
make
yellows.
yellow more valuable?
It makes yellow more valuable, 100%. So like in the AP, like right now in production, I think it's only the jumbo that comes in yellow gold. They used to make the Royal Oak 41 millimeter in
Michael,
yellow
when I
gold,
first
but they
met you, it was
discontinued
steel,
it.
steel, 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 steel.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that
Nobody
was
wanted
that,
any
that
gold
was
at
the
all.
thing. That was
And
the
now
thing.
what's happened? In the last 4 years, 3 years, it's gone crazy.
Because it's a status symbol, right? That's why a lot of people they would rather
It's
have.
like pre-pandemic, post-pandemic. Post-pandemic is all about gold.
Yes.
It's back big time.
Talking
big time.
about gold, look at this beauty.
Tourbillon?
This is absolutely stunning.
Tourbillon, classic.
The dial.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
This is
beautiful
the newest
piece.
one out too. This is
Really?
the 2023, the newest dial,
41 millimeter?
41 millimeter Royal
What a
Oak.
beast, eh? What a beast. And these tourbillons, I mean, now remember, technically, we don't need tourbillons anymore.
No, you
This
don't.
is just about vanity.
It was the pocket watch, right?
Right.
To-
But all of a sudden, every brand is doing tourbillons.
Yes, because it's the status symbol of it, right? I
Well,
have
it's
one of
also
the most
it's
complicated
mesmerizing. You
movements.
sit there looking at it going,
Yeah.
And they don't keep any better time than a regular
no,
watch. In
not
fact,
at all. In
probably,
fact,
probably
unless-
worse, right?
It's unless it's a flying tourbillon, because it's constantly rotating, so it's going to give you the most accurate time.
Yeah, but that's crazy. That makes the watch huge.
It makes the yeah, that's true. That's very true.
This is beautiful.
Kevin knows the stuff.
Yeah, this is very interesting because it's got kind of this two-tony thing going on the dial.
Yes, it goes from light to dark. I mean, it's a spectacular piece.
Like purchase price, retail versus aftermarket.
Retail on this one is about 190. Gray market price is about 220.
Okay.
190
so it
plus
hasn't really
tax.
taken off
It hasn't
yet.
taken off, yeah.
Okay, remember, do not borrow money to buy a watch. Never do that. That's very bad karma. What you should do is achieve something in life and then buy it and make it your watch on that event. That's the whole
100%.
idea.
That's how I started watch collecting.
That's how I started
My
too.
dad told me every time something is great or you do a good deal or something happens, get yourself a memory, and I got watches.
I mean,
By
that's
the way,
the way
this
to do
is
it.
fantastic, Danny.
Beautiful piece, right?
The way that tourbillon moves is mesmerizing.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean,
It's gold madness with you today. Gold, gold, gold,
so you know
gold.
what? Let's switch it up a little bit then.
All
'Cause
right.
I've been pulling out all gold. Let's do a stainless steel.
Before we switch to the steel, I know that the audience are going to ask, you've been talking a lot about men not wearing gold in the Middle East.
Yes.
What is the reason for that?
So you're not, Muslim men are not allowed to wear
Well, it's the
gold,
culture.
right?
It's women wear gold. So I have lots of collector friends in royal families over there in the UAE, in Saudi, and in Qatar. They collect gold and leave it in the safe in a box. They never wear it.
Yes.
They're not allowed to wear it, I believe, right?
That may be true, but I think it's more that they wouldn't be seen dead with it on because it's the culture.
Yes, they're not
But they
allowed to-
buy platinum, they
Yes.
buy steel.
Steel,
right?
NTPT on the Richard Mills,
Right.
titanium. They could wear anything.
Titanium is huge now.
Yes, titanium is huge.
now, but never gold.
Never
Not
gold.
even two-tone gold.
Not even two-tone gold. No, they cannot put gold on their
And
skin.
they are some of the world's largest collectors. And so these pieces are not made for the Middle East.
No.
Now, what's the story in Asia? They wear gold.
They wear gold. So look, don't forget, a lot of these big companies, like these Swiss companies, and I don't know if I should be saying this because it's like they focus on Asia and the Middle East for their markets. The U.S. is probably their third, fourth option when they're designing
That was not
these
always the
watches.
case, Danny. We've lost our... We are no longer number one as collectors.
We're not.
Because the big boys are Asia, the big boys are the Middle East.
100%. Asia's number one, and then it goes to like...
I want to disclose right now that there was a time 4 years ago when I thought I was one of the world's largest collectors. I got over the UAE. I am dog shit.
Yeah.
I am a nothing burger.
Yes.
I mean, I met Claude Saphir. The guy has thousands of watches. I wept like a baby. I got down on my knees and kissed his shoes.
Yeah.
The guy is... we're all nothing burgers
Yeah.
compared
I mean,
to
I
him.
asked-
And there's a lot of them. It's not just
Like,
one
and
guy.
they
There's a
have-
lot of
I mean,
big
I asked
fellas to do with it.
thousands of pieces.
I asked my buddy, I said, you guys never wore, when I got the watch, I said, first of all, I said, you never wore the watch. He said, no. I said, why? He goes, Danny, he goes, do you know how many watches I have? And I said, second of all, I said, why are you selling it? He goes, I don't even know what I have anymore. You know, he's like, I don't even know what I have. And he goes, I feel bad. It's getting to the point where it's getting stupid, right? I'm still buying. He's like, I'm buying 10, 15 watches a month. But he goes, how I can't wear them.
It's a disease.
It's a disease. He goes, sometimes I go into my safe and it takes me longer to pick out what I'm wearing than what I'm gonna get dressed.
Correct me if I'm wrong, while we're talking about Middle East, this particular watch, and it's reminiscent of one that I bought from you.
Yes.
It's exactly the same, in
Yeah.
fact.
Daytona, classic
Daytona with the diamond hour markers.
Yeah.
So the thing about this watch, if it has an Arabic dial, without the diamonds, it's worth twice as much as this
But
one.
not sold in the U.S., only to the region.
Only to the Middle East.
Right,
Exactly.
but there are some
many people know that.
available.
But they're secondary. They've come over. Siddiqui's the dealer that gets the most of these
Yes.
in Dubai.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's the dial? It's a blue. It's almost a Tiffany vibe here, right?
Yeah, so it's a glacier blue. So always remember on Rolex, anytime you see a glacier blue dial, it's platinum. They will not do that glacier blue dial on
any
anything,
piece.
On anything.
Any
so
caliber,
any day
any-
date you see that's glacier blue, it's
Yeah,
platinum.
you can tell this is a beast.
By the way, yeah.
It's a
Fabulous watch.
fabulous watch.
Fabulous
I mean,
watch.
you know, so guys that know Daytonas and see this blue know it's a platinum.
Right away.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean, what a classic watch. The crazy thing is, we all collect these Daytonas. I got so many Daytonas. I'm starting to wonder, why do I keep doing this to myself?
Because you can.
I know, but it's like, how many Daytonas does anybody need?
You know,
How
this
many
is-
watches does anybody?
This is actually nearly discontinued, you know
Very
that, right?
good point. This is
This is discontinued. Now they make it, but the way they make it is the outer part of this will be platinum and the back will be see-through.
Do you like that?
I actually like it.
Do you like
Yeah.
see-through?
I like the look of it, yeah.
Has it been, because it's only been the last year, right?
The last year,
Has
but
it taken off?
it's taken off because every guy that will grab an AP will always go to the back and look at the movement of it.
No, AP's been open forever.
Forever. But any watch that they grab, anything.
So is that
and they-
new for Rolex from now on? We're going to see open backs?
Only on the Daytonas for now. Not on
All the
any of other
Daytonas?
ones.
Or?
All the Daytonas.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I
Going
didn't
forward,
know
so that's a new way to rebuy into Daytona. You got to
Yes.
get the open
There's
back.
an excuse to buy another watch.
Another.
Exactly.
And how long we just see this panda black on everything?
This is actually a brownish color on the platinum.
So it's not black.
No. So the black one is only on the stainless
Remember
steel
the
ones.
classic Daytona was steel?
Yes.
So, like, what do you think?
I actually like the two-tone color.
I like this. I like the brown.
Yeah.
It's
when
I
I
like the
different.
contrast
When I
of it.
see the Paul Newman look, it's steel.
It's steel
which they
steel.
stopped years ago.
They stopped years ago. They don't make that
Which are
anymore.
more valuable now. That's interesting. I love the piece. I love
Yeah.
it. I mean, I'm just feeling the weight of it.
It's stunning.
Fantastic. All
I
right,
mean, the
Danny.
weight
So
is
this
amazing.
is trading at what right now? Give us again.
This one is about 120 right now.
Okay. And retail's 50 something?
No, the retail on this one is about 95.
Oh.
Yeah, it's platinum.
Yeah.
So it's
Expensive.
expensive. It's expensive. At the height of the market, this was at 220,000.
I bought.
28% correction on
Yeah.
all this
Yeah,
stuff.
I
Yeah.
bought mine from you for about 110, I think
Yes,
it was.
you did.
Which was
I
a
got you a special price.
great price
Yeah.
at the time, so
It's
I'm
a
very
producer
happy.
Michael price.
Left
That's
producer
amazing.
Michael
That's
pricing.
amazing. All fantastic.
PM
pieces.
20, guys.
All right, keep the hits a coming. What else we got?
Should we do a frosted next or a Patek next? What do you guys think? Should we go flashy?
Look at that.
Look at this.
Now that is a smaller dial than I'm used to seeing.
Yes.
39
This is gonna
millimeter?
be 37 millimeter.
Oh,
So
it's
that's
37.
what makes it unique.
yes,
right?
this is actually
Open works
considered open work. Open work.
with
Frosted.
a rainbow vibe.
With the rainbow bezel, full skeleton. So anytime you see frosted,
And this is platinum,
white gold.
white gold. Huh?
White gold. So anytime you see that frosted design on AP, it's white gold, rose gold, or yellow gold. They won't do it in stainless
And
steel.
this is definitely factory.
all
A
factory.
lot of people see these pieces and say they're tricked out.
No, you can't trick this out. You cannot
People have
customize
tried.
this. People have tried. It does not come
It
out
will
the same.
never look the same.
No.
Never look the same. The gradation of the
Yeah, no,
sapphires
that's-
of the
and
color.
Also, just
Same
the
thing
feel
with
of this
Rolex.
pavé, these tiny little pieces in here is
Yeah,
beautiful. Eh?
it's amazing. It's a needling. It's almost like a hammer finish that they do. That
It
actually
looks
gives
like
it-
diamonds.
This could be a hit for a woman too.
It is. It's considered a woman's watch.
Well, guys could wear it.
A
too.
guy's could wear it too. That's true.
Especially-
37
Yeah,
millimeters.
it's a unisex. That's what
Yeah.
I call that. That's beautiful. Eh?
Gorgeous piece.
285,000.
280. That's retail.
No, the retail on that one is about 200.
So up 85,000. That's a 30-something%
Yeah.
increase.
And they made this to look like diamonds.
Yes.
Because it kind of does.
It's a speckled finish. It's almost like a diamond cut design.
It does look pavé, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it isn't.
No, I know, but it looks great.
Beautiful piece.
It's got a little tone to it. That's beautiful.
I mean, look at this one. This is probably the toughest AP to get in the market.
Carbon,
Ceramic.
ceramic. Okay, they made a blue ceramic, didn't they?
They made it blue ceramic too.
Yeah.
Same exact way.
So are you saying the black is more hard to get than the blue?
The blue is newer.
Yeah.
The blue is newer. It's non-skeleton. It's a perpetual calendar.
it.
So
Look
it's
at
essentially
that.
going to be the
Look at
same
that.
watch.
It's kind of a weird vibe of ceramic watch, right?
Yeah.
So light.
So light.
Nice.
I don't
though.
like super light watches.
Well, it's weird because ceramic has been rocking for the last 2 years.
Yes.
Collectors are going crazy.
Anything with ceramic will go double, triple retail.
And they're hard to make. That's the other
Very
problem.
difficult. So like these links,
You have to be careful with them too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. You can't drop this.
you
puppy.
can't
No.
drop it. If you break
You'd
it,
have
so,
many watches if
so
you drop it, or many
I-
pieces.
I bought the watch yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Literally yesterday.
Chihuahua, caramba.
I told my watchmaker, he was sizing the watch for me. I said, do not break a link.
Right.
Each link is about $7,000.
Are you serious?
$7,000, and I had to take
You
3
have to
links
probably
off.
wait 2 months to get it.
They
You
won't
know,
even give it to you.
It's a very. It almost looks open, right?
This is an open work. So it's an open work perpetual calendar. So it's actually very complicated.
One
what's the
link
price-
is
what's the retail on that?
$7,000.
The retail on this one is about 170 to
What's
180.
the aftermarket?
I'm asking 345.
Are you going to sell this to somebody?
Yeah,
How are you going to get another one?
I can't.
He doesn't care as long as he makes profit.
I
Right.
get it.
I'm a profit guy. I
My
sell it.
goodness.
Somebody hands me the right price, I'll sell it.
That's probably
and
a
how
good
many-
price though, right?
And
Very
how many
good
of
price.
these in the world?
This one, I believe they only, so I think there's like 18 or 20 AP stores in the world,
Only to boutiques.
only
right?
to boutiques. They get 2 a year.
There's
Wow.
only 18
This
boutiques.
is for collectors.
little.
The collectors
Don't-
only.
Yeah,
Collectors only get this.
collect only. I mean, one of my customers that got this had to wait 5 years from AP, and he spent about $4
You
million.
know, you put this on your wish list. You wait for the call. You don't keep yelling at them. You just
No.
wait and wait and wait.
But they'll make you spend millions of dollars in order
Yeah,
to get
but
it.
it's not like you're wasting your money on
No,
AP. I
no,
mean,
no.
AP, Patek, Rolex, you can't go wrong.
No, not at all.
You can't go wrong.
No.
Like, they just don't go down.
I'm going to show you a stupid watch. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
You've never seen anything like this.
I want to see stupid.
You ready?
Yeah.
This is stupid.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Like, what is this, Bozo the Clown?
It's the Minions. It's the Minions.
Where did this come from, Michael?
Okay, so this is a Konstantin Chaykin,
What country is that from?
Russia.
Are you kidding?
This, watch, ready? You're going to love this. I'm going to move the hours and the minutes. How about
eyes.
that? This
But
is.
how did you get that in the country? These guys
So-
are completely banned.
I know. Well, fortunately, I got this before the craziness started to happen. But is this cool or what?
You know,
they made 28
Konstantin
pieces.
Chaykin is actually a very well-respected watchmaker.
Russian?
Russian,
Yes,
yeah.
it's the only Russian.
He's one of
very well respected.
Yeah, one of the only like non-Swiss
No, where's he selling
watchmakers.
these now? Because it's not the U.S.
China. I think he
Yeah, I
partnered up
mean,
with a
where else
company
could
in
he
China.
sell it, right?
Yeah.
Nobody in Europe's going to buy this.
Nobody in Europe's going to buy it. Yeah, I
What's
think
this,
he's.
what's this worth?
So the retail on it's like 15 grand, but they're trading for 50,000.
Yeah, I get it. It's so stupid. Okay, so if you're dropping a little bomb like that, let me drop one too. You've seen it on my wrist the last few minutes. Ready?
I know.
The puzzle.
is-
The puzzle.
I've been
There's
eyeing
only
that
3
thing.
of them in the United States, all right? So number 1, well, he didn't get it first. He claims he did. John Mayer got the white gold. Brady got the rose gold, and Mr. Wonderful gets the
Who was
yellow
the first
gold.
one?
Well, I claim I got the first one. I didn't
Yeah.
pick it up.
Claim it, own it.
Well, I
own
mean,
it.
I'd like to claim it, but Mayer got his first. The point is, this is a crazy chicken watch.
Crazy.
May I see
This
it?
is the
Yeah,
first
because
time-
the first time I heard about it, I thought it was BS.
Are you ready for this? Ay caramba! It stole his line. Doesn't sound the
Rolex
same,
would
does
never
it?
do a watch. It doesn't give you the day, and it doesn't give you the date. It has emojis
Yes.
and little sayings.
This is 36 millimeter,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's a 36 millimeter.
You know, it's a
You know,
sick piece.
When they
Beautiful.
first came out with this watch, I said if they made it in a 40 millimeter, this watch would probably go for 300 grand.
I bet you it's selling for that now. I have no idea.
It's probably in the 200K range.
Yeah.
At a
I mean,
minimum.
women-
I haven't
my-
even seen
my
it.
You want to
for
sell it to me?
No, my wife said, sorry, you can't keep that. That's for me. I
Yeah.
said, that's never going to happen. Never going to happen. I
mean,
love this
this
piece. It's a conversation.
I have not seen one for sale yet, and I'm connected all over the world.
Because when I picked it up in the meat packing at the Rolex store, a Rolex guy was there saying, we understand that you're getting this watch and you're not selling it.
amazing.
I said, yes, King Mosabi.
I mean, look at
Like,
the dial. Look at the dial on this. I mean, it's crazy. It's so different of Rolex, right? Because Rolex makes.
They don't make things like
They
that.
don't do crazy pieces,
They're
right? They don't
conservative.
do-
I'm
Yeah, it's
happy
conservative.
that they're doing it because they, the love of life. I mean, finally, some interesting dials.
Yep.
It's a conversation piece like crazy. Everywhere I wear that, people go nuts, men and women. So good on Rolex for
Yes,
this.
I
Good on
agree.
Rolex. I
I
hope
agree.
they do more stuff like this.
Yeah, I agree. I think they will.
Because I think
they-
next year, Watch and Wonders are going to drop another bomb like this.
I think so too.
April 15th to the 19th next
You
year.
know which one I would actually do from the new collection, other than this one? I like the 42 millimeter Yachtmaster, the full titanium one.
Beautiful.
I have one of those.
Do you?
You have
I
one?
bought it from you.
No, this is the new release. It's
Oh,
on a
mine's
bracelet.
the old one.
Yours, yeah.
I mean, Rolex is
Isn't that the
dropping
one you
some great
traded for your
bombs.
special dial?
Yeah, he took me there. It's this guy.
I mean, look,
Oh,
those,
yeah, the
those
special
are
dial.
great pieces, and all of a sudden it's rejuvenated everybody's interest in this
Yes.
stuff.
Well, yeah, they're smart. I mean, look, I always say this: Rolex is the smartest company in the world. They know exactly what to put out. They know
1.2
exactly what
million
to put
watches
out.
And they know
year.
when to
Yeah.
put it
You
out.
Still
they
can't
know.
buy one.
Yes. Isn't
So
that crazy?
So, Danny, tell me, what's this new one that I don't have that you showed me? What's that?
Yes, the 42 millimeter full titanium Yachtmaster.
Oh, titanium.
Michael, you don't have it because you don't deserve it.
I don't want it. I don't want a titanium one.
You know,
What's the price of
why
that
don't
thing?
Why
That
don't I
one's gonna be
deserve
in
it,
the
Kevin?
range.
It's not for you.
Okay.
It retails for around 20. They're trading for 50.
Yeah, maybe I do want
20?
it.
Well, I think the rule is if you get seasick on boats, you're not allowed a Yachtmaster.
Unless they're pavé.
This is true.
They're very low.
This is
They're very
true.
low retail.
And I do.
Keep going. What else do we got here?
So we got right here, this is the newest addition to the 5905 family. This is going to be the
The
5905
classic Patek.
annual calendar.
I mean,
with the
this thing's
chronograph.
been around forever. That look.
Beautiful piece.
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, it's just, how can you ever go wrong buying that?
You really can. And honestly, for the complications that you're getting,
Yeah.
for the price point, and I know a lot of people get upset when I say, oh, like you're getting a lot of value for the money, but honestly, at around $80,000 for an annual
But
calendar.
Danny,
with
there was a
chronograph,
period during the sports watch steel mania where these more traditional pieces weren't as coveted.
No, not at all. These were the pieces that you would buy them and you would lose half the value.
How much is this today on
So
the grey
think
market?
about that, Michael. Think
On the
about
grey
what you
market.
just said.
Yeah.
A Patek, you'd step up to the classic during the mania of sports, and all of the stuff that happened with the Aquanauts
Yes.
and everything else, and lose half the value. Today, that's not the case.
But the beauty is, if you went to Patek and you bought all of their so-called, what would they say today is undesirables, they would sell you the Nautiluses and the Aquanauts because you were a
But
customer
how screwed
buying
up
things.
is that?
It's terrible.
very screwed up.
It's terrible.
Because this is a much harder watch to make.
It's much
Much
nicer.
harder, more complicated, highly, I mean, it's
more
stunning.
of the classic Patek from 100 years past.
But
Yes.
it doesn't have the social media hype behind it.
You know, I
That's
actually
the-
have a lot of clients that will buy these, keep these, and sell the really hot pieces that they get over retail because they appreciate these more.
So before I get totally inebriated, just on the vapor alone, it's delicious. It's
Thank you very much. Thank
Absolutely
you very
delicious.
much.
I know, Danny, you brought another box of
I did.
watches, right?
I did.
There's some very special pieces. So my
has to be a
suggestion-
two-part series.
Well, I was about to say that. My suggestion is let's do these. Let's finish up with these, and then let's shoot a whole nother video.
As we should.
Right?
We're all learning so much. You're learning so much. We're all learning so much. And the wine is spectacular.
The wine-
And guys, in case I drink too much of this, I had a great time here. This has been fantastic. So let me say that now before.
Me too.
Are we going to get a Vegas throwback?
Watches and
Oh, yeah.
wine.
Watches on wine.
Oi, caramba. All right. So, what we got next?
All right. So next up, we got right here is the Patek 5712 Nautilus, brand new.
Yeah. So
2022.
5712 is now coveted. It's like the 5711 is now the 5712. That's the vibe, right? That's the
For the
vibe.
older one, for the 3712.
Well, but the thing is, though, when somebody comes in and says, I have to get a Genta,
Yes,
I can't get the 5711.
that's one. Yeah, you're right.
I'm going to go 5712.
Yes, that's
And there's
true.
more complications. The dial's beautiful.
Yes,
It's not a bad replacement for 5711.
but the replacement to the 5711 is a 5811.
I know, but this is better.
That's true. You're right. Look, why?
this
Yes,
steel
you're
or
absolutely
gold?
right. Stainless
People
steel.
have
I
asked me
agree
that
with you.
question for months now,
Yes,
and I
you're
said,
right.
no.
Because it was weird the way Patek did it.
I know.
The 5811, they made it bigger,
Yeah.
and then they went and made it in white gold.
I know. This is more of the vibe of the 5711. That's what I tell everybody.
Yeah.
Feel
Beautiful
that.
watch.
That's very
feels
true.
And it has a really interesting dial.
Yeah.
So-
This is actually probably, in my opinion, one of the prettiest Nautiluses because of the dial placement and the way they did it.
Yeah,
It's just-
it's the symmetry of the dial. It's got lots of complications going on.
Yeah.
It's got the whole history of Genta and the 5711. And it's got the bracelet. I mean, and it's got the thinness to
Yes.
it. This is, I'm telling everybody
sleek.
that's thinking about this watch, get this over anything else if you don't have a Patek.
Yes.
So I have the 5724,
Yes.
which is exactly the same watch as this, in rose gold, and it has a diamond bezel and diamond lugs.
That's
And
a crazy chicken watch.
It
Yes.
was on a leather strap.
But a guy that's 28 years old is not going to buy that watch.
Let me tell you what happened. This guy here told me it was an old man's watch.
Oh, I did.
You did. I
like that.
So I contacted Patek and asked them if they would sell me a gold bracelet, and they said no. And I said,
They always say no.
and I said, please sell me a
Anytime you ask
gold
them anything,
bracelet.
the answer is always, let me hit the button? No.
No. It took me probably 20 calls and begging, literally on my knees, and eventually they did, in fact, sell me a bracelet. They put it on, and it transformed the watch. It's amazing. So
now
I
it's
have
not
the
an
only
all-man
one.
watch.
No.
But if I were coming in, I'll just say this right now, if I'm coming at the first time for the classic steel Patek, this is it now.
Me too, 100%.
Do they make this
Yes.
with different color dials?
No.
Danny, what's the
Really?
retail on this?
The retail on this one is about 70K,
Yeah.
and the resale on it is about 120.
Okay, so that's a classic jump.
Yes.
And this is just beginning its journey.
It's beginning its journey. I mean, look, you have the power reserve, you have the date.
Oh, the caliber is way better.
Yes.
But it's just, it's sort of, to me, it's the next stage on the 5711.
100%. I agree with you. I
Did
couldn't
you
agree
like the
more.
5811?
I do, but it's not the same as this because of how thin this is.
Yes.
You know, that's the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's got their own position, but when people ask me about Patek, and they say, well, I want to get 5711, I say, it's not going to happen.
No.
Unless you're going to pay crazy price in the
Yes.
aftermarket. This is the solution.
This is exact 100%.
And when they go and ask for one, they say, we have to wait 3 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You couldn't give these watches away a couple of years ago.
No.
Not anymore.
Not
This
anymore.
is a very hot
Wow.
piece.
Not a couple years ago, like 7, 8 years ago.
You know,
Is that what it
that
was?
sells in Dubai, it sells in every
Everywhere.
of the Middle East. This is classic. Asia loves it.
Asia loves it. Like right now, Pateks are actually increasing in value. They're not like staying the same because of Asia, because they're buying up all the Pateks right now.
Yeah, so that you brought something that is probably the new ground zero in Patek
Yeah.
that watch.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
So I thought it'd be kind of cool to bring all these heavy hitters and then bring one of the normal
But what is this?
This is a Tudor black bay with kind of like the Pepsi bezel, right? You have the red to blue bezel on it.
I thought this was a vintage GMT.
No.
You know,
But it looks like a vintage
I can't
GMT.
say
Yeah.
enough about Tudor because it's an entry-level watch that
Yes.
every collector should start their journey with.
1,000,000%.
It has great quality, of course, the Rolex heritage. And for me, for years, I would say, "Ooh, it's
Yeah.
a Tudor.
Yes.
It's a poo-poo."
Yes.
But I don't feel that way anymore.
No, not at
I have
all.
collected
What
all-
changed your mind?
Because they brought out silver, and they brought out ceramic, and that black bay is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I started falling in love with the feel of these things. That silver watch I have is incredible.
Yeah, because you know they're owned by Rolex.
Of course.
But I feel like sometimes
Screw
they
down
do.
crown.
Yeah, they do what they do with Tudor. What they're almost don't want to do. Like they don't want to be too unique with Rolex, where they come out with these
You
models
know
where
the
they do it
guy
on
that
Tudor.
changed the whole vibe in North America on the brand, a guy named Adam Bossy, the new American CEO. He came in a few years ago and said, "I'm going to turn this brand, I'm going to take it
And he
off."
did it.
He did it. And now they have Tudor sub-boutiques inside
Yeah.
Rolex stores, and Tudor has become a mainstream brand. Many people don't know it's a Rolex product.
And they have a big following.
Huge.
Huge
But
following.
I'm telling everybody, if you don't have a watch yet, you want to start, this is one of the brands you can enter with. This and Grand Seiko probably are two of the best, right?
Yes.
In terms of
I agree.
quality.
Yep.
At the
How much
price
is
point.
this watch?
This one's about 4,000.
Yeah.
That's
And it's a
amazing.
GMT. It's a GMT, so it's a dual time zone.
And
And the
think about
reality is it's exactly as
And
good
and
as
people-
the Rolex
and
brother,
that girl
right?
you're looking at across the room thinks it's a Rolex.
Yes, 100%.
Michael, you've actually seen this watch before with me.
I have in Geneva.
Yep.
Yeah, you nearly
It's a,
bought
it's
one.
a beautiful
Almost.
piece, Danny. It's a great idea to bring an entry level. Whenever we do videos together, we should have at least one entry level.
Yes, 100%.
Some of this stuff, I'm not telling people to buy a $170,000 watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's few people in the world that will, no, I shouldn't say that. Like a few percentage of the world that
No,
will
but
buy
we should,
things like
we
this.
should
But
get
these are
people
great.
inspired to start their journey with $4,000 or $5,000.
And
Yes.
another thing is, Kevin, it doesn't have to cost a fortune, right, to have the same enjoyment value.
Yeah.
No, that's,
And-
when I was even bringing the watches to do these videos, I was like, man, I don't want everyone to think that the only watches we carry is crazy stuff like this.
Well, $4,000
Until you
is
brought
still a
this
lot of
out,
money.
Danny, I thought you were a rich asshole. Yeah. I just want to
Wait till you get to know him, you'll think that. Last one, what do we got here?
All right, so the last one in this box is going to be the Rolex Meteorite Daytona.
I mean, that is.
That's it, right?
That's
it's
it.
the
Let's
classic.
talk about the meteorite because there's all kinds of rumors and innuendo. The meteorite is shaved from a meteorite from outer space.
Yes.
Each style is different. It's got crystal. You look at it under a loupe, you're out of your mind, intrigued.
Yeah.
And they stopped making the Daytona.
Look what I have.
Oh, there you go.
And so the story is that they stopped making the Daytona because they ran out of meteorite.
They ran out of
Cool,
meteorite.
when you look
so
at
they're
it
only
like
making
that.
it on the GMT now. So nothing else.
So now the Daytona meteorites are smoking hot.
Yes, smoking hot. You can't keep them in stock. And you know what's crazy? And this is a funny question because I just sold a rose gold one on a bracelet,
And they have white gold.
and they have white gold.
Yeah.
But you know what the customer asked me? He said, "Hey, can you send me a picture of the watch? I want to see the texture of the meteorite."
Everybody's asking that.
Everybody's asking. So depending on the texture of the meteorite, if it's like very, very textured or very unique, you can actually charge more for the
Yeah,
watch.
that's the story. Each style has its own value,
Yes.
right? When I got shown the rose and the white, I thought I was going to go white, and then I realized the rose is so different than all the rest of my Daytonas.
Yes.
So I went with the gold.
Yeah. I think the gold contrast of it is
Yeah.
the prettiest, and the white.
Yeah.
I like yellow first, white,
It's
and then
one of my
rose.
favorite Rolexes because it's a funky chicken dial. It's got a story. Everybody that looks at it closely goes, "What is that?" And I
Yeah.
say it came from outer space.
Yeah.
Outer space.
love
There's a
it.
planet Rolex.
But they still use the same meteorite that they bought.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah.
And they won't talk about it, how big it is, how many are left, and they shave the dial
Yeah.
and all that
Some of
stuff.
these things are quite large.
Yeah.
Massive, and they make craters in the
And
Earth's
it
surface.
came to Earth to the planet Rolex.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's
Well,
amazing.
guys, this has been absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very educational.
We've learned so much today.
did.
Very tasty.
Yeah, very tasty too.
May I
And
say?
wine and
very,
watches.
very, very, very tasty.
Cheers.
Haven't drunk much yet, but I'm saving it because we're going to do another video.
Well, I'll tell you
So-
what, if you want to keep drinking, I know that we perhaps
Oh.
might have missed
Yes.
a watch that comes
well,
in
you
its
see,
own box. So
this is
why
a
don't you
cool-
take a drink, Michael?
He's been drinking too much.
I have. See, I'm forgetting things now.
What do we have here? I love these crazy chicken boxes
So
with
what?
the little
This
saran
is-
wrap on both sides.
Yeah. See, I've been drinking too much. I don't even know how to open the
Very
box.
hard to open. That's the
They're
problem.
very hard to open.
Would you like me to help you?
Okay.
There it is.
There we
go. Okay.
So this is a Rolex Daytona. Michael, do you know what this is?
You know I know what that is. Why do you know that I know?
Because I showed it to you earlier. And you
I
know
don't
what
know
he
what
says?
that is. What
He's
is it?
always a one-upper.
What
I
is
showed it to him. He goes, "Oh, I have one of those." I said, "Damn it! I thought I had something unique that he didn't."
What
have.
else did I say?
Huh? You said you had the blue one too.
Yeah.
So this is a Rolex Daytona white gold vintage. They do not make this anymore with a red soda-like dial and a red strap.
Vintage, what era?
This is a 2016, but this is actually interesting because they didn't produce this
It's a
watch in
burgundy
2016.
dial.
It's a burgundy
Mine's
dial.
like 1996,
This
97.
is the classic Paul Newman kind of all steel look.
Yes, exactly.
But they made this in burgundy. What else?
They made it in burgundy. They made it in
Blue?
In blue. That's it.
Wow.
In the soda light.
Which is more coveted right now?
They're about the same.
So what's the
About the
price on this in the aftermarket?
This one's about 62,000.
62, and it's probably $11,000 watch.
Yes.
I paid
He
less than that. I
Yeah.
think I paid like 10.2 for the pair
At
of
that
them.
time.
You know, these, I mean, this is where you go into vintage and you've got to know that there's a lot of knockoffs in this.
There's, yeah, you know what's funny is I want to take it back to what you said about this, about the diamond pieces. So they actually make these watches with the sapphire bezels too. Now those are ultra rare. They'll sell for like $250,000 and you'll find them in auctions, right? It's like
Real
a
factory?
Real factory with like sapphire bezels, ruby bezels. Back 10 years ago, you could not give them away. You showed it to people, they're like, yo, that's ugly. Get that away from me. Now you have it, people will jump on you for it.
So I want to just say something that people should realize when they're talking about Rolex Daytonas. The rumor is that 1 in 10 in the aftermarket is fake. That's how good
Really?
they're getting at making these knockoffs. You better work with an authorized, or at least somebody like Danny you can trust, because you've got to know that it's not a fake
Yes.
knockoff. There's so many
100%.
knockoffs.
Oh, so many knockoffs.
It's the
You
most
have to be
coveted
so
watch in
careful.
the world.
Most coveted watch in the
Every
world.
mother wants to buy their graduating son one of
Yes.
these.
I'm going to give you some
Exactly.
trivia on the Daytona. You may or may not know. Did you know? I'm going to get hammered for this in the comments, but it's true. The lower lugs are different sizes.
Why? An error?
No, that's the way they make them. The lug
That
on
to
the right.
Stop the knockoffs?
No, the real ones.
But why
So-
do they do that?
I don't know, but if you look very carefully, you might even be able to see it.
You're right.
I
Why
actually,
is that?
I
Yeah.
actually did not know that.
Yeah, many
I
people,
really
most
did
people
not
don't
know
know
that.
that,
It's an
but
educational video.
I'm
It's an
telling you,
educational
guys.
video, and we're- Michael's
Why
teaching us
is
a lot
that?
today.
you see it, right?
Yeah, I see, but why?
It's just the way it is. Here, look. Here's another one. Watch.
Only on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
On
So what do you mean
Rolexes?
they're a different
All
size?
So
Daytonas.
it has to be.
Daytonas.
It has to be most likely, and I'm just going to take an educated guess with the weighted. It has to be something to do because remember, Rolex is perfectionist. Every time they change anything with their watches is to make it better, right? You have the hollow bracelets to the solid bracelets, and then from the solid bracelets, you have those plastic pieces in the middle links to make it stronger.
So, I mean, we've learned so much today,
Yeah.
and now it's time for another drink. I'm so confused with all this learning. Is there a test later?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Guys, with that, we're going to say cheerio for now. Check into the next video, which is going to be equally educationally. That's the,
There you have
your
it.
wine's good. Your wine's good. Equally educational.
That was fantastic, Danny. That was great,
and
Michael.
Yeah,
My
always
goodness.
so much fun.
There you have it.
So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to Kevin's channel and Danny's channel, both on Instagram, TikTok, and every other social media platform. How did I do?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm getting like you now, right?
I swear, I've got to write notes down.
Mr. Wonderful Junior here.
Really?
Oh, I love it.
See ya.
I got to charge a royalty.
Until you get your money back.
Yeah, that's it.
Bye.
That was great.